Good evening, my YouTube friends. Man, that little shrink caught me off guard. Jay Littman states the facts. I have been using that music for at least 4 years now, for sure. Probably longer than that. It is nice to see you, Jay. It's good to see Tech Examine and Xander and some of the awesome, the Logician, of course, all the folks from the Streamer Squad in the house. Ryder Jitsu is here as well. Techno Nobody. Oh, wait, Techno Nobby. Okay, that works. Hello? Where's everybody from? Yeah, no, I'm not the guy who's going to read this stuff very well. It is what it is. But, hey, let me know where you guys are from down in the comments so we can see what sort of audience we have going on here tonight. 36 people in the house already and only 13 likes. It's craziness. Oh my gosh. Siberian Foxclaw is in the house. I can already tell. It's going to be an epic stream. I can already tell. Alonso's new to streams. Well, I'm sorry this has to be your first trial into streaming. But you know what? We're going to have some fun anyways. Because, man, that's what we do here. We just, like, chill out and have some fun. You know. Xander's from Canada. We've got Jamaica, the UK, India. Nice. Still from Baltimore. Jay's still from Baltimore. Minnesota and Texas. Awesome. Let's go over and see if Monica's here tonight. Hey, babe.
Hey, honey. I
What you
am here
doing?
tonight.
My hair's a little messy tonight. Sorry.
Just a little. Just a little.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We're just going to clown around and have some fun.
There you
We got lots of folks from Texas, Colorado. Oh, man. Hey, it is awesome. I see Xander re-upped his membership. We got Siberian Foxclaw in the house. We got a lot of members tonight, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. We're ready to do it. Ready to have some fun and do some alien stuff.
Yes.
All right, no alien stuff, but we're gonna have some fun.
Maine in the house. Oh, man, we should talk about our awesome Maine trip. It's probably one of the coolest trips we ever had. It really
was one of the
seems like
coolest trips.
I got a lot of headroom tonight. It's like I got
You do.
shorter or something.
You do. Yep. Just
your-
got to sit up straighter.
Is your
I
chair
guess.
sinking?
I don't know. I'm working on a new studio spot over there. So we're getting all the lights and moving the camera around and stuff like that, and might have adjusted my headroom up a little bit on this camera. So I have to fix that. But we'll do that whenever we do that. So how are you tonight? We got someone from Rude Island.
Rude Island.
Yeah. Oh man, we're almost equal in likes to concurrent viewers now, so that's good. Polypop has plugins. I don't know if Polypop has plugins, not that I'm aware of yet. They're very new. So if I see that face again, I'm slamming your email with coupons for Neapolitan ice cream. Oh man.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Yeah, we can't
Don't
have
do
that.
it.
We can't have that. I'll just buy some chocolate or some vanilla. I know how to make up my mind. Anyway, I guess it's time. We should probably take care of a little bit of business. So the first thing that we have to do is embiggen everyone's popcorn, of course.
Yes.
We have to embiggen everyone's virtual popcorn
Mhm.
because it is the right thing to do. Unfortunately, that that was like underneath the other slide. So we need to do it again. We can't. We need to make sure everybody gets their own free bag of embiggened virtual popcorn. There we go. There we
Don't
go.
forget the
That's,
butter.
yes,
Yes.
you get butter it to your own personal taste. And we need to go ahead and open those questions. And I need to move the slide thingy below
They're
there.
open.
Yeah, you do.
The questions are opened. So there you go.
It makes me laugh.
Waiting for Matthew's questions to roll in.
Yeah.
Matthew, yes, Matthew's questions are probably right up there. But we've got 27 folks in here, and Santa Claus is here from the North Pole, which is
Oh,
always good.
Santa. Maybe
I love
Santa
seeing
will ask
Santa
the
here
first
every
question.
week. It's good to know that he keeps busy during the year and comes out and hangs out to learn a little bit about live streaming on a night like tonight. I like that. That's a good thing.
That's good. Yeah,
So
he's got to move his little reindeer to the technology age.
he does. He does. Anyway, so do we actually have any questions yet, Pumpkin?
We,
Or do we just want to
uh,
talk about our main trip from a
we
couple of years ago?
let me see. We have two questions already.
All
Three
right. Well, let's
questions.
get
Oh,
let's
they're
get
rolling
right
in
into
now.
them. Let's
Okay,
get right into them.
right into them. Okay, question one comes from Ryder Jitsu.
Hello, Ryder Jitsu.
Actually, two-part question. First question: what happened to the videos on workflow and editing?
So I used to do some videos on workflow and editing, but I haven't really done workflow and editing videos for a while because, generally speaking, um, oh, you know what? So he's asking about the workflow and editing videos that I was supposed to release this week. Yes, I messed up on that. I released something different on Monday, but the workflow and editing video that we were talking about, and I'm actually really glad you brought this up because I wanted to make sure I talked about it tonight. Those of you out there who are just live streamers, but you're struggling to find an audience, I'm putting out a video this week that talks about what you can do to grow your live streaming channel. And this video is not going to get any views because it's not what I normally do. So I would really appreciate it. You can call this kind of like a bag, but I'd really appreciate it if you would definitely check out the video because anyone who does live streaming and wants to grow a YouTube channel needs to watch these videos. It's going to come out on Friday. So there you go. There you go on that. That video will definitely be out on Friday. I just wanted to let it stew a little bit longer because I haven't quite decided on the thumbnail yet. But it will definitely be out on Friday. All right. So what else we got?
The second part
From
of
Ryder
the
Jitsu.
writer's question is: would you speak a little about your beginning filming and editing experiences?
Sure. All right. So the first year that I did YouTube, I filmed everything on an iPhone that was very similar to this. It was almost always outdoors because I didn't know anything about properly lighting anything. So I filmed outdoors. It was all vlog style stuff because, of course, I wanted to be the next Casey Neistat, which who doesn't? And I edited one video every single day for the first 365 days. Most of them were pretty bad. Occasionally I got something right or did something good, but I met a lot of people, I had a lot of fun, and I learned a whole heck of a lot. So I recorded stuff on my iPhone, I sent it out to the computer, and I edited it on Premiere Pro, which is what I still kind of prefer to use these days, even though all of my videos that I do that have any sort of editing in them use DaVinci. I use DaVinci on those videos because anyone can get it. It's free, you can download it, and so why not show you guys how to do all the things that I show you how to do from an editing perspective in DaVinci, which is a free software. But it's not generally what I use to edit. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm smart. It just means it's not what I use. So just always keep that in mind. There are lots of reasons not to use Premiere Pro and those sorts of things, and there are a lot of reasons to use DaVinci Resolve. Just ask Jay Littman; he'll tell you. But that's pretty much what I did. That's pretty much what I did. Who's good for DaVinci? If you want to learn about DaVinci and get some tutorials, that would be Mr. Jay Littman. He does tutorials on DaVinci Resolve. He's kind of moving in a different direction now, but he has lots of stuff on his channel that can get you started on DaVinci Resolve so that you have a little bit of an idea of what you need to do. So let's go get another question. And I need to adjust my camera down a little bit. So you go ahead, honey. And
Okay.
give me the question.
All right. The second question here comes from Sengo Plays. And the question is, why does my stream always freeze and lag?
Why does my stream? You probably can't hear me.
I can a little bit, yeah.
You can sort of hear me. I'm talking behind the microphone.
Yep, that's
Why do my
fine.
stream always freeze and lag? All right.
Yep.
So the first thing that you need to do. Oh, look at that. Now it's all crooked. Oh yeah. Well, you know what? We're gonna get it right eventually. Yeah, we'll get it right eventually. Let's go over here. What I'm gonna do is show you how you can figure out why your machine is always hanging. What was the actual question? It's always freezing and lagging. Yeah, look at that. Boy, that's some serious camera angle going on there, huh? Yeah. All right. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna go into View. And you're gonna go to Stats, and that'll bring up this right here. So then you go live, and now everything just disappeared. Hold on. You're gonna go live, right? And hold on, let me get all my windows to come back up. Otherwise, there we go. So you're gonna bring up your stats window, right? And when you're live, and this is of course the stats window on this particular episode of OBS. So let me bring up my one that's actually live right now. Now, this is going to tell you everything you need to know. If you're having problems, you're lagging, or you're dropping frames, all that stuff's going to be shown right here. Missed due to render lag, missed due to encoding lag, or if right down here is red, if you're dropping frames from your actual connection speed. So right here is going to tell you if it's at the top, it's render lag or encoding lag. And those are basically based on the same thing. That just means your computer is not fast enough to keep up with whatever you're trying to stream. And if it's down here, this means your connection is not fast enough to keep up with whatever you're trying to stream. So that's what you got to do. You got to go check your stats first and find out what's causing your problems. So hopefully that helps you to at least get somewhere. I have a bunch of videos that go a lot deeper into it. Tech Examined or The Logician can link one that talks about optimizing your stream or fixing laggy streams, stuff like that. And let's go get another question while I try to readjust my camera again. All right. What you got, babe?
Okay. The next question comes from Youssef Gendi. And he says, this is the question, says, any camera or anything to stream with, like to stream an airplane spotting show?
Okay.
You might need to hear that again.
No, I think I got it.
Okay.
And this is a video that I just talked about putting together. Let me switch over here and see if we're any better. Oh yeah, see, it looks at least pretty much level. I had a discussion with Michael this week about something similar to this. I live streamed for a very long time using nothing but my cell phone. It is possible. And you can do it even if you don't have 1,000 subscribers. So, oh, it's all right. It's not a problem, man. Sometimes English is not people's first language, Joseph, so don't worry about it. Hey, Dr. Rob Allen in the house. Hello. All right, so you can live stream with your cell phone, and I'm going to put together a video. I haven't done it in a very long time, but I'm going to put together a video on how you set up a live stream and how you can even start a scheduled live stream from your cell phone. And we're going to do it on YouTube's app, and we're also going to do it from third-party apps so that you can get around the whole you have to have 1,000 subscriber thing. So I'll put together a video on that, but if you were going to do a live stream from like an air show or a car show or something like that, then using your cell phone is probably the way to do it. Now, I will say this. You give up a lot when you stream from your cell phone or something like that because you cannot use... hello from Belgium. You cannot use like your overlays and your all this stuff on most of them, but you can live stream with them. So maybe later, like I've done live streams out in the world using my cell phone as the camera and tethering my computer so I could put my overlays in there and stuff. But the easiest way to do it is just with your cell phone. So that'll be a video I put out soon. I actually had a discussion about that this week. So there we go. Dr. Rob Allen is in the house, and we've got Nico from Nepal. Nice. And we have Whiskey Lovers Society from Belgium. We get such an amazing. Oh, I'm still canted though. Look at that. I'll just lean this way. It'll be fine.
Just a tad.
It'll be fine. I'll just keep my head like this. It'll be perfectly fine. Right?
There you go. There you go.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. Oh, you're going to tell me when one of my cameras level, okay?
Oh boy.
See, it
No, you
looks
can't.
pretty straight, but
No, it's not.
Here we go. All right. So,
Oh, geez, he's everywhere. It's like an earthquake.
I know. Now it's a little too far in the other direction.
Yeah,
Should
go
we
back the other way.
go back the other way?
Wait, is it get back the other way a little bit? Just a little bit.
Just-
Oh,
yep.
right there. Right
Yep,
there.
Yep. I think that's good.
Stop moving it. Everybody
All right.
applaud.
Everybody.
That's it.
there
You
we
got
go.
it.
Do
I
we
can't
have
speak
it?
I can't speak
Oh.
about the headroom, but
Look at that. It's a
That
little
worked.
better than it was.
That's better. Yes.
much better.
It's a little better. I had too much before. I had way too much. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great content. Yeah, I know Logician. See, the thing is sometimes stuff happens. You just got to roll with it. So
Can
we
you
got
believe
more
this is
questions.
free? This is free.
Yes, I know. It's hard to believe.
All this entertainment.
It's hard to
and
believe we're
popcorn.
giving away all this fun for free, along with virtual popcorn. But you know, we do what we do.
That's right.
Just, you know,
That's why you're here. Everybody
streaming
comes for the
from
fun.
my yacht. Yeah, the seas are rough today. That's exactly right, Siberian.
Exactly.
Onion-
He's like that guy with
onion-
the green screen that sits on his back and he's like riding his bike while he's on the green screen and people think he's in his office.
Oh man. All right, let's get to another question.
Okay. All right. Next question. Next question is the first question from Matthew Kelly.
Well, hello, Matthew Kelly. Good to see you
Okay.
again tonight.
Yes. His first question, he says, this is similar to the hotel motel Wi-Fi question from last week. He says, if you were to stream on OBS, like if you were away at somebody's house, like visiting, using their internet connection that isn't Wi-Fi, will that still be lagging the stream?
Well, you know, there's no way to know that unless you test your live streaming connection. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into your internet and just type, let's see, internet connection, and you can just test these. Let's see, or we're not doing internet connection. Let's do internet test. There we go. And I don't know, it doesn't matter which one you choose. Although I don't really like that one. Let's see. Let's try internet, speed test internet. That'll work. And then this one right here is the usual one. Okay, and this is going to tell you how fast your upload speed is. But this right here is my download speed. So that doesn't even really matter at all. And this right here is what's important. How fast your upload speed is. So you test this, and if it's fast enough, then you shouldn't have any problems on whatever connection you're using, whether it's in a hotel or at your friend's house or whatever. You still want to plug in. You don't really want to use Wi-Fi. But you can see at 17 megabits per second upload, you know, that's fine. If you're streaming in HD, I usually say you want to have at least 12 megabits per second up to stream at 6,000 kilobits per second in your OBS. So if I went here and went into settings and went to my output settings, if I'm going to stream at 6,000 kilobits per second, then I want my I want my internet connection speed to be at least 12. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, that's how you could check to test and see that everything is the way it should be. So let's get another question. All
Okay,
right.
the next question is the second question from Matthew Kelly.
Yeah, tech exam and the thumbs are free. Let's get to it, guys. 60 folks in the stream and only 36 likes. That's disappointing. We're very unlikable today. All right, babe. So what's Matthew Kelly's second question?
What recommended AV to HDMI adapter should I use for hooking it up to the capture card for streaming in good quality?
AV to HDMI. All right, well, let's see. I'm not sure. It depends on your camera and lots of other factors. But the the Cam Link is awesome. The thing is the Cam Link just works. You don't have to mess around with it. You just plug it in and it works. So I use an Envato Cam Link. I also have one of these right here, which is a much more expensive version of the Cam Link, which is a card that you plug into your computer. Yeah, you don't really need to use something like this unless you're putting 3 or 4 different cameras into your live stream, but it does exist and I wanted to test it, so I bought one. You can just use a regular Cam Link. You could get an Envato Cam Link for less than $150 and you never have to worry about it. It just works. And it comes with all the cables that you need to plug into micro or mini HDMI on your camera, and you're all set. It will even bring in audio as well. So there you go. Let's get another question. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, we can do this. There we go.
I hope
All right.
so. Okay, we have a
I
question
still have
from
too much
Dennis.
headroom. From Dennis?
From Dennis.
Dennis, he's probably not the menace one though.
No, probably not. Probably not. Just says Dennis.
All right, good.
He says, how do you make the notification come in before you start the live stream? He's talking about the time notification.
So we're talking about the bumper screens and that sort of stuff.
Maybe the countdown, yeah.
Oh, yep. Well, the countdown timer and the wait screen and the bumper screen and another screen I'm going to use later today. They were all created in Envato Placeit. There are links in the description down below. You can add your logos, you can change your colors, you can add your own music if you want. You can do all kinds of amazing, fantastic things with Envato Placeit. That means that I don't have to spend hours upon hours editing up these little 30-second or 45-second bumpers. I can just go on there, always find something fresh, new, and interesting, and create my own little wait screens and bumper screens and countdown screens in a matter of minutes. So that's Envato Placeit is what I use for that. And shockingly, over here, they actually are a sponsor. But I only really get sponsored from... or I only accept sponsorships from companies that I actually use. And I use Placeit over and over again all the time. So there you have it. There you have it. Let's get another question.
Okay.
All right, babe.
Okay. Question from Mohammed Zubayan.
Well, hello, Mohammed.
How to stream as well as record in one PC, one gameplay.
Okay, well, we're going to go over here to our tutorial screen here in just a moment. All right, so I have videos on this, but you're just going to set up your stream. You're going to go into settings and you're going to set up your stream on Twitch or whatever it is. I have videos on how to do that. So it depends what platform you're trying to stream to. You can just let us know in the chat and I can have somebody post the video for how to set that up. And then you're going to set your output up, which of course all that information is going to be in the video. But if you wanted to record at the same time, you just go into your recordings and you're going to set up your recording settings right here. So, you're going to put your recording path in here and you're going to select what tracks you want to record. most likely you're only really doing one track. There's no reason to make it more complicated than that. You're going to select your encoder. You're probably going to use the same encoder you're using to live stream. And then you're going to put your bit rate in there. And I have videos on how to create recordings. So if the big question is how do you do them both at the same time, there's a couple of different ways that you can set it up. I know there's a button somewhere that says that it automatically records every time that you start streaming. Yeah, right here, automatically record when you start streaming. So if you set that up and you apply, then when you come down here and you click start streaming, it will automatically record your live streams. Or what you can do easily as well is just when you go down here and you click start streaming, you just go down here and click start recording as well, and then you're recording and streaming at the same time. Now, if you're recording at the same time as you're live streaming, just keep in mind it's going to tax your computer. Your computer could slow down, it could cause lag, it could do all those things. I like to just go ahead and download the stream after I've already completed it off of YouTube or wherever I'm streaming to, and the quality is going to be whatever was streamed, and that's usually good enough for me. That's exactly right, Dr. Rob. Horsepower required. TechExamine did drop the link in there for the build a stream video if you want to check it out, and that should get you started to where you want to go, and then you can just look around for some videos I have on how to record your live stream. I actually have another one coming up soon as well. So let's get another question.
Okay.
All right.
This one is from Beham, Alabama.
Oh, Birmingham, Alabama. Nice. Isn't that where they're doing the USFL games right now, right?
Yes. Bam.
Have you been to a USFL game yet? I mean, it's $10 and kids get in free. Sounds like fun to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially if their weather's warmer than here.
Yeah, especially. Which I think everywhere's weather's warmer than here. Because we're in the pit of hell.
It should be way hotter than that if that's where we are. So
Yeah, but it's not. It still sucks.
it's not. I know.
The weather ruined
It's
my
only
life.
May.
Honey.
It's only May. Give it time.
Yeah, give it some more time so that the 2 weeks that we do get good weather, they're worth waiting for.
Yeah. Yeah. See, they make it all that much more enjoyable because we waited for so long.
No.
No. Sorry, just trying to help.
Xander says, stop whining, Mike. In Quebec, we have the worst winters. That's right, Xander. But,
that's true.
You can move too. I want to move. I just want to be somewhere warm. That's all I want.
One day. Maybe one day.
Maybe. That's about how
Okay.
many nice weather days we get a year. One day.
One day.
It's ridiculous.
Hey, you take it where you get it.
Or you just move where it's nice.
I know.
Oh, all right. What's the next question, beautiful?
Okay, this question is from Birmingham. I have an Apple all-in-one. What is your opinion on using it for live streaming?
You have a what?
An Apple all-in-one. You have to know what that means, right?
I have no idea what the hell an
An
Apple
iMac.
all-in-one is. Oh, an iMac? Yeah. If it's not an M1 iMac, I probably would steer clear of trying to live stream with it unless it's going to be a super basic live stream. And the reason why I will show you right now. The reason why is because generally speaking, the only option you have here under encoder is X264, and older Macs cannot handle encoding a live stream, especially if you're really doing anything interesting or even adding guests. They just don't do it very well. So you end up with lots of lag problems and lots of sync issues with audio and everything else. So that's kind of, I wouldn't really recommend doing any kind of live streaming on a Mac unless you have at least an M1. And even then, I tested a really, really good one a couple of weeks ago, I guess it must be about a month ago now. And I was really surprised at what I was able to do on my MacBook Pro. But until it's natively a Mac app, which I know they're working on now that Apple has contributed to the OBS project. We are definitely going to get them making OBS that's directly compatible with the new Mac chips. I'm positive of that. So once we get that, then I think we're gonna probably start to see them work a little bit more on the encoding side and everything else, and Macs will be a much more likely one. But yeah, for now, it might not be your best choice from a live streaming perspective for sure. Birmingham, Alabama's most interesting. That's him. All right. Well, he didn't verify whether he actually went to any of the XFL game or the USFL games yet. So, but hopefully that helps you. You can stream on it, but you're gonna want to keep it really basic. I used to live stream on my old MacBook Pro for 2015, and right up to the point where I started adding guests and stuff, I did okay. As soon as I started to add a lot more features and overlays, it started to have some significant problems. So you just got to start slow, and you'll learn where the threshold is real quick. All right, babe. What else we got?
We have a question from Alicio Games,
Well, hello, Alicio.
wanting to know, how do you get more views and subscribers on YouTube?
Well, let's see. We're going to go. So I have a video that's coming out on Friday that is really important for anyone who is looking to get more views on YouTube and is essentially just a live streamer right now. So please do me a big favor and watch that video and leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Now, I'm going to walk you through the process that I use to create my content. And, you know, there's going to be a second part to the series that I'm going to release next week sometime that's going to really dig deep into the other part of my process, which is the actual creation and the workflow part of what I do. These two videos are really important for anyone who wants to grow on YouTube because there's a lot you don't know, and that's fine. You have two choices. You can either learn those things, which I think is really important, but it takes a lot of time and there's a large learning curve, or you can hire someone else to do them. Well, I'm going to talk about the kind of things that you can do to be able to have other people help you to get to where you want to be. So that's what Friday's video is all about. But definitely the way that you grow on YouTube is to give YouTube what it wants. That's the best advice that I can give you. You can look around in your suggested list and see the kind of videos that YouTube is suggesting. And you can watch those videos and figure out what those folks are doing that you're not doing. Whether it's good thumbnails or interesting titles or the way that they format and structure their videos. And I wouldn't tell anyone to copy someone else's work, but copy somebody else's work. Go out there, find out what other people are doing, and then do the same thing. You're never going to copy their work. Believe me, I could not possibly copy Casey Neistat if I tried for 100 years, because he's a unique human being who has his own creativity and characteristics, and I'm my own unique human being, so no matter how much I try to copy what he's doing, I can't do it. It's still going to be me, just like his stuff is still going to be him. So don't worry about that. Watch other people's content, especially other people's content that YouTube suggests to you, with the critical eye to why is this being suggested and what can I do to make my content more like what YouTube wants to suggest. Because at the end of the day, the number one rule of thumb to grow on YouTube is to make content that YouTube wants to suggest. It's really, I know it sounds too overly simplified, but at the end of the day, that's really all there is to it. It just requires you to constantly look at what you're doing and be able to analyze it in a real way. And actually, later on in this live stream, we're going to get into analyzing a couple of channels because we had some people actually submit their channels for channel review. So we're going to look at a couple of different channels and talk a little bit about what they can do better and what they're doing really well. So let's go get another question. Hopefully that helps you out, though. We are working on a course that can walk people through more about how you can grow on YouTube. But a good place to start is going to be videos that I have coming up in the next couple of weeks about my process. So hopefully you guys check those out, and please leave comments to let me know what you think. All right. I think that video is coming up Friday, by the way. Anyway, honey, what's the next question?
Romantic Jazzer has a question.
Romantic Jazzer. Nice.
Yes. How can I solve connection to sessionslive.com? I lowered my vid settings and my internet is really great, but I still keep going on and off.
Wait, repeat the beginning of this question.
Wants to solve a connection to sessionslive.com.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, so I can't tell you anything about how to fix it. I don't know what Sessions Live is. But if everything else is good, then it's not you, it's sessionslive.com. There's probably a reason why I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
All right, honey. Let's get another question.
Okay, this next question is from Michael Sammy.
Well, hello, Michael.
Is 2500 kilobytes per second bitrate too low? Do I start streaming, or is it better to wait until I upgrade my internet speed?
All right. So 2500 kilobits per second, I think, will be fine if you're streaming in 720 at 30 frames per second. So you're probably not going to be streaming any games, but I don't want to discourage anyone from going live. Because believe it or not, the thing that takes you the longest to learn about live streaming and the thing that you need to grow your channel is an on-screen presence, an on-screen presentation, and the ability to actually entertain an audience. And it is the hardest thing to learn, and the only way you can really learn it is by doing it. So even if you're just going live on your cell phone, if you're doing it on a consistent basis with planned live streams that actually serve a purpose or have a point, and that point is also to entertain an audience, then please, by all means, do what you got to do, even if it's in 720, because you're not going to learn unless you do it. You just won't. So hopefully that helps you out. Let's get on to another question.
There's actually two people in chat asking about the channel reviews and how they submit their stuff.
Well, there's information right here on what we're going to be doing. And the information is actually also in the description of this live stream if you want to submit your information. Please keep in mind that unless you follow the instructions and all that kind of stuff, we will probably ignore your email. So make sure that the subject is proper, and if you want us to review a live stream or something like that, make sure that you are not just sending me a link to your live stream. It has to be just footage. Footage of your live stream, like kind of your best of. And Blue Eyed Skadee has another has been a member for 7 months. Wow. 7 months. Wow. Blue Eyed Skadee, thank you so much. You are the best. You are absolutely the best. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Question. You ready for the next question?
I'm ready.
Very good.
Just like SpongeBob.
It comes from Mega Squad Trevor.
Well, that's a cool name. Hello, Mega Squad Trevor.
He says, your videos are great and you inspired me to use Envato Placeit, and it is amazing for the overlays.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I always love to hear that the sponsors that I actually promote do help people. That means a lot. Thank you.
So he has two questions. Number one, what is your intro music called? And number two, what webcam do you use in your streams?
Oh. All right, let's go back over here. I think someone actually made fun of this once. So I'm gonna go over to my tutorial screen here so you can see what my intro music is called. I think it's crazy because I get this question all the time. So let's go over to my scene collection, and we're gonna go to my live stream, and we will go to my weight bumper, which is right here. and my music right here and right here, you can see that it is called Fat Beat. Right there, you can see it. And Fat Beat is a piece of music that I wrote my first week as a YouTuber because I didn't want to pay for other people's music and I didn't know how else to get DMCA free music that I could use. So I went into GarageBand and created some music. And so that was one of the songs that I created that first week of YouTube that everyone seems to really love. So, you know, I'm going to give up after my first hit. I'm giving up after my first hit for sure. But now I use two different services for my music, just in case you're wondering. If we go over here, you can see I use StreamTunes. This is an example of the StreamTunes music. They are a sponsor of the channel, but it is also completely free. It's DMCA, so it's not going to get you strikes to your channel. You can use it in your videos. You can use it on your live stream. You can do all that kind of stuff. And then I also use Epidemic Sound for some of my music, which is a paid service. As far as my song that I use as the intro to my live streams, sorry, but it is not for sale, but thank you. that one is mine. All right, babe. What you got?
Okay, I have questions, actually 2 questions. I'll ask one at a time from PrintThink.
PrintThink. All right.
Yes. What are the best must-have audio filters for streaming using OBS?
All right. Well, let me go over here to my tutorial screen and I'm going to minimize this. I use VoiceMod. I haven't used it yet today, but let me show you. Let me give you some examples.
It's like this one right here, where I can just be myself at 9 years old. I really like this one because I get to say exactly how I feel, and, you know. So this is one that I use, VoiceMod, I use all the time.
As far as other audio filters, I don't really use any. I don't have to. I'm very lucky because I have really, really good audio equipment and a pretty good room for doing all the audio. Is VoiceMod free? Phoebe, no, VoiceMod is not free, but it is not expensive and it's not a monthly fee either. It's like, I don't know, $12, and you get it forever. There, if you're interested in learning more about VoiceMod, I'm pretty sure there's probably a link in the description, but Tech Examine will also drop a video in the thing so you can check it out. Oh yeah. Look at
that. We've got Dr. Rob Allen. Thank you so much, Dr. Rob. Yeah, we haven't had this in a while. It's pronounced Phoebe. Alright, Phoebe, thank you so much. I hope that helps you. And the logician, just drop that link. I want to see what Dr. Rob has to say. Dr. Rob just says, boom. Oh man. My camera seems too bright tonight. Slayer's right, baby.
We could do that too.
Oh, that's great.
My face. Oh man.
Now I lost my voice too. There we go. Now we're back. See what happens. StreamTunes. Gotta love it. Thank you so much for Dr. Rob. I really do appreciate it. I could listen to this all night. I like this one. This one's a funky one. StreamTunes.
All right, babe. What you got?
Okay.
Did we get all that?
I think so. That was the first question. Now there's another question from PrintThink.
War
Wanting to
Ensemble.
know.
Yes, they're now mentioning Slayer songs. So
Oh, well, do you want to talk about
yes.
that for a while then?
No, me and Dr. Rob could probably talk about that all night long, but I'm not sure my audience would be super thrilled or excited to have a conversation about how epic Slayer is. So. Oh. Oh, so we should move on. Get another
Okay.
question.
Yeah, there's second question. Second question from PrintThink. How to do video conferencing, Google Meet, etc., and streaming simultaneously using a virtual camera in OBS.
Can you repeat the first question? Did the first question ask what camera I use?
The first question asked the best must-have audio filters for streaming.
Okay. So
then
somebody
the
asked
one-
what question?
Yes, the one.
No.
Sorry. Phoebe hooked me up as well. Thank you, Phoebe. Let's see what Phoebe had to say. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. Why is it, Yeah, I need to talk to the Stream Tunes guys about this. Phoebe says, I'm very seriously considering classes with you. Well, Phoebe, as soon as we can get that stuff done, I would absolutely love to do that. Heads up, this is interesting. Let me show you guys this. This is fascinating. Thank you so much, Phoebe. I really do appreciate it.
So we've got this right here. Warning, heads up. We've detected copyrighted audio in your video in your stream. You may be temporarily blocked. Was anybody blocked? Did you guys not hear my whole thing? Was I temporarily blocked there? So yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely talk to the Stream Tunes guys about that to ask them what is going on, because that shouldn't be happening. That shouldn't be happening. But as long as we're not blocked, we're in good shape. We're in good shape. I don't know what other copyrighted audio would be in my stream, but I have to message them and let them know that that's happening. Let's get the rest of that question. And thank you very much, Phoebe. Freebie. Wait, hold on. Huh? Phoebe. Okay, I knew I could get it right. Freebie, Phoebe. For God's sakes. Is Placeit free, Dennis? No, Placeit is not free. Unfortunately, because man, that would be such an amazing service if it was free. But I know how hard of a work that is. So I could never expect that a service like that to be free for sure. All right. Well, let's see. Let's do this.
Okay, let's see. So, you answered Mega Squad Trevor's question about your intro music. Did you answer about what webcam do you use in your streams?
No, I did not. So I should. I use a
That's the
Sony
second
Ace.
question.
Yes. I use a Sony A6500. It is not a webcam. It is a DSLR camera. I connect that with a cam link. It is basically an Elgato cam link. It's the cheapest one that you can get. In fact, mine is not even 4K. It's just a regular 1920 by 1080 Elgato cam link. I think you can get them for like $120 and plug it in. And the beautiful thing about it is I never have to worry about audio sync problems because my microphone plugs right into my camera, which goes right through that, and everything is all synced up in the camera, so I don't have to worry about it. So it is just one of the many ways that I take extra precaution to make sure that my streams are as simple as possible, and I highly recommend that you do the same. Try to streamline your streams and make them as simple as possible. Eliminate elements of your stream that just are too complicated and things like that. So, all right, there we go. Go ahead
Okay.
and hit me again, baby.
Okay.
Dimebag Darren's in the house. Hello.
Awesome. We had one question from PrintThink, and now we have the second question from PrintThink, wanting to know how to do video conferencing like Google Meet, etc., and streaming simultaneously using a virtual camera in OBS.
Okay. Well, that's not how I would personally do it. Let's see. Let's go over to my main screen here. All right. So if I was going to try to video conference or something in one of the, I don't know. So it depends. Do you really want all of the features of your live stream to be in Google Meet or whatever? What I would probably do is I would use a camera like SnapCam. If I put my camera in SnapCam, that means I can use camera in lots of different things. So in my case, I'm using my camera in my live stream, but I'm also using it in Streamlabs Melon, which is what I'm communicating with Monica and Michael Tech Examined on. So you can do a live stream where you're sending it out to the live stream, and then you could have Zoom or whatever open, add your camera into the Zoom meeting as well so that they can see you. Now, they're not seeing the stream, but when you're talking about doing something like that, then you have to do it through the virtual camera. And how are you going to get your audio in there? That's the big question, because there's no easy way to do it except for using NDI. And I have a bunch of videos on how to use NDI as well. But the reality is that, it's easier just to tell all the folks that are using Zoom or whatever, if they want to watch the full stream, to go watch you on, to go watch you on YouTube. Otherwise, they can just see you. They just don't get the overlay if you just share the camera. So that's probably what I would do. Let's get another question.
Okay. This next question comes from Jay, as in
Hello, Jay.
Littman.
Mr. Jay Littman.
Mr. Jay Littman, yes. And he
We haven't talked about Jay's Lutz in a long time.
No, that was another time.
Yes.
Another
All right,
stream.
baby.
Okay, and Jay says, not a question, but an answer to a 3-year-old mystery. Remember when you were streaming from my house and your camera kept shutting off?
Yes.
I just learned yesterday that it was a switched outlet and it was turned off.
Oh, wow. Well, that's fascinating.
Yep.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
I do remember that. And we kept getting freaked out about it. All right. Well, there we go. All right, babe, what you got?
Mystery solved.
That is,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, now, question from Xander.
Hello, Xander.
Is there a plugin for OBS that allows you to start a clip from a certain time to another timestamp, such as start at a 30-second mark to a 5-minute, 9-second mark?
Okay. So the long and short answer is no, but I can go and let's add a clip in here. Media source. Because it wouldn't be right if we didn't add this media source in to every live stream. Anyways, we all know what it is. You can all answer as soon as you remember, right in the chat. You can just let me know what this is from, because it's in every stream every week. All right, and we can loop it if we really want to, and we'll just put it right there. We're going to put our camera on top of it, and we're going to shrink it down. All right, so if we select this media source, I can pause it, right? So I can pause this media source at whatever point I want, and if I create a new scene, we can go over there. I have my fade time set super high. Let's set this to a more reasonable rate. There we go. And then see, when we come back, it's going to start at the beginning. But if I go into media source and I go to properties and I uncheck restart playback when the source becomes active, then I think that's all we need to do. That's all we need to do. So now I can pause it. I can go to whatever location I want in this video. And then if I change scenes and I come back, it's still paused there. So what you can do is you can create scenes with the segments that you want to show when you get to that scene, you just select your media and you click play. You show the segment that you want to show, and then you click pause and you can talk about it. So what you could easily do is set up the same, set up the different video clips that you want at the timestamp you want. You switch to those scenes, you play the snippet that you want to see and talk about it, and then go on to the next scene. You play the snippet that you want to see. Sure, it requires you to set it up at the beginning, but if there was a plugin that did it, you'd still have to set up the plugin in order to, have that correct amount of time. So there you go. Yes, The Witcher. That was The Witcher. You're the winner. All right, let's get another question. Oh man, we got the web chat bots coming in again.
Bots are
Damn
back.
bots. The bots are back. All right, babe. What do you got?
Okay. We got Mags M.
Mags M, hello.
Is OBS recommended for Facebook streaming?
Let's go over here. I recommend OBS for any streaming. It is easy to use. It takes a little bit of time. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but there's plenty of videos out there. If you can't learn well from my videos, there are plenty of other people who talk about how to use OBS as well. I think it's the best streaming platform because it just has so many options. Now, there are other options that you can use. There's Polypop Live, which I think is really fun, and eventually it could be something that everybody really wants to use. But OBS is the smallest platform in that it doesn't really push your computer too hard. It's pretty easy to set up. It has so much variety, and there's so many different things that you can do with it. Plus, there is so many different plugins and things that you can add to it. It's just such a versatile thing. Melon is an app. Nia, Seth. Melon is kind of an app. It's actually a web browser application. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Definitely, if you're interested in using OBS, it's worth the effort to learn. It is definitely worth the effort to learn. The camera that I use, by the way, I did answer this a little bit earlier on, but I see somebody asking it in the chat now. I use a Sony a6500 with a very inexpensive 35mm kit lens. All right, babe, what you got?
Okay. I have a question from Scott Rods.
Well, hello, Scott. And by the way, oh my. You got it.
Nice. I like that. You got Remember Thomas, right? If you are not aware of the membership program, there's a link down below that says become a member or something like that. All you have to do is click on that. There are 2 different tiers that you can currently access. One of them is just to say thanks for creating awesome content, Mike. We'd really like to support you. And the other one actually gives you access to our Discord server, which is really nice. We'd love to talk to you, and there are already a lot of really fantastic people there. So thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Thomas Wright, for becoming a member. I really do appreciate it. It's always awesome to get to listen to these tunes as well.
All right. So, did I answer the rest of that question? Did I properly answer it?
You answered the previous one. We were on to Scott Rod's question.
All
But I
right.
didn't have
And
a
Scott
chance to
Rod's
ask.
question. Okay,
Okay.
let's do that.
Scott Rod's question. I like that name, by the way. Scott Rod's. How do I stop obsessing over view and subscriber numbers? I check every 5 minutes or less and have been for 2 years.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So this is a pretty all right. Everybody, when they first start out, obsesses over views and subscriber numbers. And if I'm being perfectly honest with you, the only number that really matters is views. If you get more views, you will get more subscribers. the view, the actual video, is where you make the sale to turn person into a subscriber for your channel. So the moment that you focus on creating better content to get more views is the moment that you stop obsessing about subscribers at all. Because you realize the second that YouTube picks up one of those videos for the first time and pushes it out to a wider audience, that the more views you get, the more subscribers you're going to get. You're not even going to really be keeping track of subscribers. You're going to be excited about YouTube picking up your video and pushing it out to a wider audience. So my recommendation is definitely to focus on finding other content in your niche that is being suggested to people, and figuring out why that content is being suggested, whether it's the thumbnail or whether it's the titling that they're using, or whether their production is different or better or humorous, or how it's presented, and put that together and just work on the content. If you obsess about all that other stuff, you're spending a lot of time checking your phone when you could be actually watching other content and taking notes and learning and going back and creating better content for your channel. If you create better content for your channel, well, then it's going to get shared and you're not going to have to be checking subscribers and everything else. You got more to worry about than just the subscribers and the views. You're working on creating something better. And that's kind of I think I probably did the same thing. I was watching my views every day and but in the beginning, I was creating a new video, like a new original video every single day. Didn't leave a whole heck of a lot of time when you're filming a video, or when you're coming up with the idea for a video, then filming a video, and then editing the video, and then creating a thumbnail. When I was doing all that, it didn't leave a lot of time for me to sit there and watch how many views the day before's video got. So I've been in a process of on to the next every single day since the day I started doing YouTube. I release a video out to the world and then I move on to the next one. I don't check my views and my subscribers all that much. I actually have Tech Examined who will be happy to tell me when my stuff is doing crappy or good. He really does help me to watch the analytics and things like that, so we try to stay on track. But my focus is solely on creating the best content for my audience that entertains them and gives them the information that they want. And if you find ways to do that in your niche, you're not going to have to worry about how many likes and subscribers or how many views you get on a daily basis. Just focus directly on the content, release it, and move on to the next one. And that's the best advice that I can give. It's hard to stop watching it, though. It really is hard to stop watching it. 66 viewers, very nice. Hopefully everybody has managed to find that thumbs up button. And I think, honey, how many questions do we have?
We have 6 questions.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of a break here, and we're going to switch over. I want to do some actual channel reviews. I believe Michael and I are going to do 2 channel reviews today. So we're going to take a little bit of a break from Monica so she can get some water and have a thing. And I will be back in just a moment with Michael, and we're going to review 2 channels that got sent in for us today. We'll try out this new segment and see how it works. And you guys are going to have to let us know in the comments what you think. So let's do it. Yes. So if you don't know, I'm Michael. That's Michael. That's also Tech Examined in the chat right down below. Michael, go ahead and take it away. Let us know what who we're going to be reviewing today.
All right, so our first channel review up is Xander's Gaming Corner. And what we want to basically do is just give a general overview of what we see on your channel, how it's set up from your thumbnails to your titles to what you're generally doing on the channel, and kind of give you an idea of exactly where to go from where you're at, because there's so many different things that you can do. So I think Xander is in the chat, and I'm just going to kind of give him a second here while I continue to talk to speak up if he is listening, or he can go back and watch us again.
I did. I
But,
just saw him in the chat. So,
Okay, cool.
hey,
So
can we
first
go
things-
to the home screen real quick?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So let's just see if how he has this set up. So it's just uploads.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. The first thing that people will find when they come to Xander's channel is uploads. And tell
Yes.
him what do you think he would need to do here? Because there's definitely a lot that can be done.
Oh, absolutely. Well, first things first, when you go to your channel, this is what people are seeing. This is how they're greeted by what it is that your channel offers. And while, it's great that you got the cool icon there for the AI that you use during your games, we want to do something with the channel banner there. Whether you have some sort of logo or whatever, dress it up. You can make it yourself. There's tons of tutorials on how to do that stuff for free if money's a budget or something along
Yes.
those lines.
In
So-
fact, I'm pretty sure that somebody, the logician, can drop a link to my different videos that I've done on branding my channel and channel banners and that sort of stuff. So
There you go.
They're
That's
out
right. I
there.
forgot you had something like that.
I
So
do.
that's the first thing. So you're greeted with that. Now, what Michael said when we first switched over here is it's literally just your uploads. Now, I did notice on your playlist page here, you do have some playlists broken down by depending on what it is that you're playing. That's something that you're going to want to set up on this home screen here. And whether it's your most viewed videos, your favorite streams, long streams, these edited segments that you have here, these are things that you're going to want to show in here, because on your uploads, if you notice what it's doing, it's literally just putting those in a trap here. So
Yes.
people will come on here and go, oh, he's only got 6 uploads.
And there's
And-
actually a playlist that's created by YouTube that's most popular. So you can select the most popular playlist so that that top rung can just be the most popular videos on your channel that people will automatically see when they come there. There's also a feature that you can add to your home screen that's called video preview or video highlight, where you can select your most popular video or any other video that you feel represents your channel, and that will automatically start to play for anyone who shows up on your channel when they come in. So if that video is something really good, it can hook them right in, and next thing you know, they're subscribed because you set up your home channel or your home screen just a little bit better.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, this is what my channel looks like when you come to my channel. And what Michael was just saying is you've got something playing here down at the bottom. A lot of people do a trailer of their best work or their best video that they'll put up there. But I've got the banner there. I've got my name and my information. Now I also have my Amazon store as well, as if you want to click and subscribe. But there are, things down here that I
Well, there's
have.
another important aspect that's missing on Xander's channel that you have right there is the description of the items in that playlist that has
Yes.
keywords that help YouTube to share your channel out to a wider audience because they know what's in that playlist. And those are
Exactly.
things that you can create as well. Can you quickly show in your thing where they would set these up?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, when you go to
I think it's-
playlists, it's actually under playlists, and you can.
Well, if you
Is
go to
it?
customize channel there.
Oh, I think that's what it is. It's under customized channel.
Now, as far as the playlist thing, yes, you have to go in there and there's a place where you write out the descriptions. But as far as customizing your initial homepage, you're going to do that all under customized channel where you can add the playlists and move them around and set up that thing and
Yeah.
everything. Okay, let's pop back to Xander's page, but that gives you guys some idea of how you can make your initial launch page much more attractive.
Exactly.
So what's your thoughts on what else we have going on here?
Well, aside from the homepage stuff, just kind of looking at the videos themselves, you could see that Xander was just kind of going with a theme here for a little bit, where he would just do the basic thumbnail because he was live streaming all the time, and he would just basically take a thumbnail or use a screenshot from the video that he actually edited. And I know that you've been working really hard, Xander, in just getting more videos out, more content out, and trying to really focus on the edited content. And you have 3 videos here that you did recently, and these are the 3 that I actually checked out, along with a little bit of the live stream that you have here. I'm sorry, 4 videos. And I just want to say right now, this video right here that you did with Ava joking and pranking, I watched a little bit of that video, and it's great that you have this title here. Everybody knows what game it is with the AI, and you're doing joking and pranking. The only suggestion that I would have here is a specified thumbnail, something that is, joking and pranking. And I believe there's another name there with Sasha on that as well. So I would suggest doing a little bit more of a specialized thumbnail for that video. And, it's great that you kind of just go along and you use the same screenshot, but that's going to get lost in translation if people see that.
Just looking at this right off the bat, that second video in on the second row is the only one that stands out, and that's just because the thumbnail is different. So there is definitely a lot of work that can happen on these thumbnails where you try to tailor your title and your thumbnail to some specific incident that you're pointing out in the video or something. Like the one you just talked about with the joking and pranking. The thumbnail's kind of a missed opportunity because the audience doesn't really know anything about the joking and pranking from the thumbnail. And if you kind of tell a story that makes the audience say, "What?" or "Huh?" or just gives them something visually interesting, there's a much higher likelihood that they're going to click on that video to find out what it's about. And if they do, that's what you want to do. Your thumbnail and your titles are the first things that people see. They are more important in a lot of ways than the actual content of the video, as horrifyingly awful as that is to say.
But you do have to deliver on that thumbnail.
Yes.
You can't do the clickbait. You got to actually deliver on the promise. And I think and this is really cool, Xander, because you've got 22 subs. That's got 22 views. Now, usually when you have your subs, they don't watch all your content. They're not on all the time. This video went out. And it went out because you've got the name of the game with the AI, and you've got joking and pranking. And people love that sort of stuff. So they're looking for that. They're seeing it. It was suggested to them. And they got beyond the thumbnail and saw that it was one of their favorite games and joking and pranking. So they probably thought, this is going to be funny. So you end up getting more views than normal because of what you're putting into the title. Had you had a more specified thumbnail or specialized thumbnail, the video probably would have gone even further. So when it comes to those specialized videos that you're editing up specifically for YouTube, you always want to have a specialized thumbnail when you're doing that. If you're playing the game and you're live streaming and you want to kind of keep the thumbnail simple, that you're just live streaming and people know where to go, this is fine. But I would also work on it being a little more clear in these smaller sections to be able to read it a little bit better.
I would definitely work on creating a bespoke thumbnail for every video if you possibly can. I know it's a lot more difficult if live streaming is your main gig, but obviously Xander's heard a lot of the things that I've been talking about because he's also trying to put out edited content. We should probably mention Xander is a member of the membership program, and he's been communicating with us different aspects of his live stream through our through Discord. So I did have a little bit of a familiarization or a little bit of familiarity with what he's trying to do.
Yes.
Because I know he's constantly working on his stuff, and it certainly makes it easier for us to analyze it and look at it knowing where he's at. So that's another
sure.
awesome aspect of becoming a member, by the way, if you are interested, is that we know what you're working on and we can help you to poke through it. And I'm so glad that Xander submitted his channel so that we could do this
Definitely.
review and get a little closer look. Hopefully, we've given him a little bit of direction. Do we have a second one that we're going to talk about?
Yeah.
Phoebe, Discord is part of our membership program, so you can click the join button down below to learn more about that if you'd like.
Yeah, I actually have another channel here, and I reached out to him, but I didn't hear back from him on the email. And
Xander wants to know how about the layout. Xander, the layout for what?
for the page, for the channel.
For the page, most of that stuff was about the layout. It's about, especially on your home page, you want to have that laid out so that it's tiered in different. It's tiered with different. What do they
Different
call it?
specified videos with
different-
playlists and
Different playlists with their descriptions and all that sort of stuff. Oh, the
Yeah.
overlay.
The
yeah,
overlay.
we're just kind of going over channel reviews here, so we're not going to talk about what's actually physically in the live stream. That
Yeah.
would be more like a live stream review. But I do think it's clear and interesting, and I love the fact that you have your camera on there. And if you
I
guys
like
aren't
it.
aware, or if you've never seen Xander's actual content, he has basically a VR bot in there that interacts with you during the live stream, and I think it's really fun. I think it's really
Yeah.
fun. So
because it messes up and it like does weird things. It stops like when it doesn't talk for a little bit. It starts. It's just if you're watching it and you catch it, it makes you giggle. You
yes,
know, when you're watching it.
and he's put a lot of work into it. So Xander, submit like your best of 10 minutes or so, and we'll do a full stream review at some point if you'd like.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
let's,
I would like to
let's-
do that.
I would too. Let's pop to another.
Okay.
The
So-
beautiful thing is Xander is putting in a whole lot of work, and I love that.
Oh heck yeah,
I love that.
Xander. I think it's absolutely awesome what you're doing.
It will pay off.
Absolutely awesome. It certainly will. And if you have any questions about what we talked about today, or want to go through it, or just want to get more involved with it, we can talk on Discord.
Yep.
kinda
And
help
Xander
you-
said, I
help
think
you
Xander
get
said
going.
he did put a link in there, so we'll have to check and look through that
Oh,
email.
okay. All right. So this is Ratchet Ponwar, and
Okay.
like for an example here, coming into his page, Xander, like what we were talking about earlier, when you go to his homepage, this is what you're greeted with.
Oh, hold on. We have a member.
Phoebe has become a member. Welcome. That is awesome. I really do appreciate it. I am so excited to have you as a member. Man, that's fantastic. Just so you are aware, because I suspect you were trying to get access to the Discord server. That's actually the streamer squad. But I really do appreciate it. You are the best. Thank you so much, Phoebe. And it will be awesome to have you. It will absolutely be awesome to have you. Thank you so much. Want to make your channel grow? Well, that's a good way to at least get on there and have access to lots of other people who are working to do something very similar. Now you tell me. It's actually it's in the description of the tiers, Phoebe. Oh, let's go. Thank you so much, though. I know you can upgrade, so that'll work as well. Let's go.
Boom. There we go. There we go. So Ratch is Live is the second channel that we're going to review, right? And
Yes.
his home looks a lot different. It's very colorful.
Yeah, so he's got the whole banner set up, and as far as his homepage goes, he has some shorts.
And Phoebe did upgrade. Sorry about the confusion, Phoebe. It's going to be awesome to have you there. Look in the community
sweet.
posts for the access to the Discord.
Awesome.
You're going to be able to talk to Xander there as well, who's going to be really helpful as well. All right, babe.
Babe?
Why did I say that? Oh no! It's switching me over to tell me that Phoebe upgraded. Thank you, Phoebe.
Heavy metal, baby.
Yes. All right. So
All right.
anyway,
Okay, so with Ratch's Live, you know, we're greeted with a full blown.
I get too used to talking to Monica on stream, so I call you babe. I'm sorry, Michael.
That's all right. And you see down here, when we are talking about setting up your homepage, he's got a list of shorts that he's got on his channel, and he's got them all specified and broken down into one list here, so somebody can go in and binge on all his stuff that he's got going on there.
Yes. By the
And-
way, Ratchet, you don't do shorts.
Yeah, I was
Just
actually going to
don't.
say that. Anyone in the stream that's watching right now, when you're going to do a channel that has full blown content, and I mean like long content, long form content, 5, 10, 15 minutes in your live stream, you do not want to put shorts on there as well, because that is a completely different audience, and that's not something that you want to put on there. It's going to
Yes.
confuse the algorithm.
If you
So-
really want to do shorts, create a different channel for it. They're just
Exactly.
it's
Exactly.
hard enough to get noticed by the algorithm, and they're just a mess. They're just a
For sure.
mess.
For sure.
So,
So Ratch has very specific setup here. He's a PUBG gamer.
man,
And
the first thing that pulls me in is, damn, Ratch, you've got thumbnail coloring and you know, just the visual pop down cold. They are just
Yeah.
beautiful thumbnails, and I don't know anything
for
about
sure.
PUBG.
well, you know what the funny thing is, he doesn't do it for all of his videos. It seems that, you know, whether he doesn't have the time, sometimes he just does a screenshot, and you know, it'll work sometimes depending on what it is. If it's something that's interesting enough in the thumbnail, it can work, and you can get away with it. Like, for example, you know, he has these highlights that he's edited here from his live stream, and you know, it's talking about impressive kill number, kills in a game, you know, and he specifically says in the titles what it is and what he's doing. And this one thumbnail that he has right here with the most intense final circle ever, this
Yes.
I absolutely love this thumbnail. This is probably one of your best thumbnails I see on the channel, and you can see right there it's got 6,700 views on this video alone, and it's only from 2 weeks ago. So
And how many
This is-
subscribers does Ratch have?
oh, he's got 17,000 subs.
All right. So,
So,
that's
and
a pretty good that's more than 50% or around 50%. That's nice.
And he look at his April, 20,000 views in one day. I mean, that is
Nice.
so awesome. Absolutely awesome to have that and to see that on there. But that's where it comes into this idea of these edited games. And
I'll bet you if Ratch could have that kind of success with every video, he would spend the time to do the thumbnails. That's
Oh
how
my
much
God,
of a
yeah.
difference the thumbnails can make, Ratch. I'm telling you, take the time to craft a narrative into your thumbnail and your title, and it will pay off similar to that video in every one.
For sure. And is it farming STE? I'm trying to read his name. He says, shorts and video content. Now I did not know. I know I don't. Yeah, I know. Don't mix. Gotcha. Yeah. Definitely don't put shorts on the same channel you're doing long form content on. Definitely something that you don't want to do. It confuses the algorithm. It's something that people have done and not done over time. But when it comes to, you know, what he has on his channel here, he is well on his way. Now, the most important thing when it comes to continuing that growth is he's picked a niche. It's PUBG. He's sticking with it. He's giving the algorithm what it wants, and he's doing edited content. Because if you notice
So we've
here,
got. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, that's okay. He
I
does.
wanted to
live
see
stream.
on the home screen. He's got a couple of playlists in there, and he does have some descriptions in there as well. And then under that, he's got popular uploads. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
the YouTube one.
Exactly.
Just make sure that if you can, you put those descriptions in there, and those descriptions have the big keywords. But it looks
sure.
like you've got that done pretty well. I would
Yeah.
replace the shorts obviously with that
I'd put-
preview style
Yeah.
thing.
Absolutely. Put that up there.
And he's
Or
got some
put-
channel keywords in there as well.
Yep. Yep.
which is good.
So that's very important. Now, the other thing is the same thing with Xander. Don't hesitate to create different playlists a couple times a week and put different videos in there as you grow and things that you find are, being a little bit more popular with your audience, because that way if they get into a playlist, they're watching, one video, they might start watching another video, and actually binge on all your stuff. So that's very important that you don't stop creating playlists if you have them.
Absolutely.
He's got more playlists here on his playlist side, but he doesn't have them on that front page. Set those up. Get in there on that homepage and do that. And that way these other ones also get shown on there as well. And, I don't care that you got 7 or 1 in there. Just, start adding stuff to it.
Yes.
And you'll see that it does help. It does help. And the same thing goes for your full live streams. They get some really good views for the amount of subs that you have, because you're in a popular game. This has been a popular game for a while, and it has its ups and downs.
That fourth one from the left.
This one,
look at that thumbnail, man.
Yeah,
look at that.
Right. Yeah,
I can't read it because it's too small, but I want to click on that. So
Absolutely.
when you do a bespoke thumbnail, Ratch, you need to do my thumbnails, brother, because I'm telling you, they just really pull me in. The custom room with the face
Absolutely.
there, good stuff. Good stuff. He's obviously done a lot of research on what sorts of thumbnails can really trigger folks, and he's very good at what he does, and that's awesome. I think you're well on your way, Ratchet
Absolutely.
Panwar. I really do.
There's one more thing that I do just want to mention. As far as your about page and information on there, just make sure you have a little bit more of what it is that you're doing on there, just to kind of specify your description, because the more keywords you put in there, the easier it's going to help YouTube to be able to discern what it is.
Absolutely.
That you're doing.
Let's take a minute and talk about the about page, actually.
Yeah.
So what your about page should be is a description of what you are giving to your audience. Shouldn't be about you. It should be about the service that you're providing to your audience. So in your case, Ratchet probably would be talking about delivering fun, fast-paced PUBG gaming or whatever, and having a little bit of fun while we're doing it. And then make sure that you put in there ways that folks can contact you, because you're getting to that size where you're probably going to get some companies reaching out to you and saying, hey, would you like to try out our gaming chair and talk about it a little bit? Things like that. They got to have a way to reach you. The easiest way to do that is with some sort of link in your about page so that they can get a hold of you. And by the way, it's okay to do sure, I'll talk about your product for a couple of minutes on my stream if you want to send me a free chair. It's fine to do that in the beginning because it's fun and it's a novelty thing and it's good. It's cool that they want to send you that. At some point, you've got to tell them, look, sorry, but free chairs don't pay for my kids to go to college.
Exactly.
So don't sell yourself short. Do a couple of them, learn how they work, and then start saying, hey, that's great, but here's what it costs to sponsor something on my channel. Never, don't let people get free advertising because out of your audience. Your content has value. Make sure that you, it's hard to do. It's really hard to do, right, Michael? It's hard to do, but make sure that you put some value on what you're providing someone who wants to send you free stuff. More than just the free stuff, because let's be honest, it really doesn't cost them anything. They're getting free advertising out of it. So just keep that in mind. Take it easy, Jay. Thank you for coming by, brother. I do appreciate it. And so, this channel, wow.
Yeah,
I think Ratch is on his way. He's on his way.
Sure.
Hopefully, we've given him some tips that can help him out. I would really like to see him. He's just killed it with the thumbnails, and I would really like to see him create some sort of theming in the title that draws people in. Stuff that I watch for video games, I've been watching a series recently on Skyrim, and this guy does basically videos about role playing in Skyrim. He'll do like life as a beggar or life as a bandit. And those sorts of scenarios are really hot right now. They're really thing. So if there are aspects of PUBG that you can do as a certain character, or I'm not going to leave this square and see what happens, goofy things like that, that stuff really works. And if
It
you can
does.
work that sort of narrative into the video and then by association into the title and into the thumbnail, that could really, really work.
Yeah, absolutely. And when it comes to live streaming, if you have the ability to play with other friends and doing games, don't hesitate to set up that type of scenario to be able to create a specific video that's funny, serious, whatever it is. I watch so many channels that do that specifically will set up a stream for a specific video. And I know everyone here that watches gaming channels watch videos where guys and girls are doing specific tasks, just like Michael said.
Yes.
And then you gear the edited video around that part, and that's the 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, depending on what it is what you're going to use.
And he does have the strategy on lockdown too, because he is live streaming, but he is also he's also supplying 5 to 8 or 10-minute bespoke content that can draw people in that YouTube can freely share to others. It's a really important aspect that folks need to understand if they're going to be live streamers. You need to create editable content that you can put out as shorter, not shorts, but shorter videos that YouTube can freely share using the algorithm. I have a video coming out on Friday that will hopefully give you the tools that you can use to do this with a lot easier.
Because you know what? What's going to end up happening is you're going to have so much editable content. Editable. I guess that's
It's
two
editable,
different
my
words.
friend.
Yeah, editable. It didn't sound like I was saying it right. You're going to have so much editable content that your live streams aren't going to want to. You're not going to want to keep them up. You're going to want the channel to. You want to keep it up for a couple days if you're getting some views on it. But once a live stream is done, for the most part, it's dead. You are specifically live streaming to get this content, and yeah, right, exactly. Stuff you eat up, edible,
Yes.
editable. It didn't sound right when I said it the first time, but
No. Oh, you guys.
but you're going to get to that point where you're live streaming for your audience, kind of like what Michael's doing here, and at the same time, you're creating content to be able to edit and put up on the channel. So, it's like, okay, I did all of this stuff for 3 hours, and I know that no one's going to watch for 3 hours, but I can literally take those views, private them or unlist them, still keep them, and then I've got other content that I can edit down and put up. So
Awesome. Yep.
That's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
It's delicious. Thank you, Michael. I really do appreciate it.
Thank
We're
you.
going to go
This was
back
awesome.
to answering your questions. And if you like this segment and you learned something and you want
Yes.
your channel to get the review, the links are in the description. And let us know in the chat and in the comments if you like this segment. I had a blast.
Yes,
I love
please do.
doing this.
I
So,
love helping everybody out. I love being able to see people take it to the next level. And you know what? Sometimes it's that aha moment that you have just by talking about someone else's channel. It may not be what you do. It may not be in the game that you play. But if you're getting something out of this, please say it in the chat. Say, I did get one thing or two things or, something that's so cool. And hopefully it will help you figure that out. And we can continue to do these.
Awesome. Thank you, Michael. I'm going
Thank
to
you.
be right back answering your questions in like a minute. So just hang in there, guys. Man, I can't tell you guys how much fun that was. I really love it. Let's go over to the Monica question cam. Now, there's the stream information right there down below for you to submit your stream if you want a stream review or your channel if you want a channel review or anything like that. Yes, it's always hard to get there. Yes, and if you want more information or you just don't want to read it on the stream, it is in the description below. That was fun. Thank you, Michael. Tech Examine, that's who that
Thank
was,
you.
by the way, in
That
case
was
you were
awesome,
wondering.
guys.
That was fantastic. All right, Camtaro, hello. All right, let's do this. What's the next
Okay.
question, beautiful?
Okay, back to the questions, people. Okay, so Phoebe has a question.
All right. Hi, Phoebe. Phoebe,
Phoebe.
our newest member, Phoebe.
That's right, our newest member, Phoebe. Can you tell me how to remove the black bars when live streaming a game without stretching out the image?
All right. Well, this is the thing. So my guess is that you have black bars on the sides because your monitor is like extra wide or whatever. And so when you put it in or you're trying to fit it in, you're going to have black bars on the bottom and the top because it's stretched all the way to the side. So the only way to fix this problem is to set up your game so it's in a standard resolution, i.e. 4K or 1920 by 1080. If you set up the stream so it's in a standard resolution that you're streaming on your channel, then it will fit properly into your channel. So you have to go into the game and set the resolution properly so that it is set up properly on your screen. The only other thing that you can do is just maximize it so it removes the bars from whichever it is, but you're going to have either the top or the bottom or the sides cut off. So the easiest thing to do is just to put it on a standard size monitor or make sure that it's in a standard size resolution on the actual screen. I know you paid lots of money to have this awesome massive widescreen, but for live streaming it is not optimal. You have to run the game at a standard size in order to put it on a standard size screen that everyone else can watch. So if you do that, you should be able to resolve the problem. All right, let's rock the next question.
Okay, next question is from Ryder Jitsu.
Uh-oh, Xander's got a power outage.
Uh-oh.
He don't have the power. All right, dude. What's the next question from?
From Ryder Jitsu.
All right.
Okay. Ryder says, in your opinion, how long should an intro for videos be? Something that you would put at the start of every video.
Okay. So, in my opinion, an intro that starts at the beginning of every video. You know what? You can probably deduce this really simply by going out and watching channels that use this format of preview. I think channels like Wrench Every Day do it. There's a couple others. Literally 3 to 5 seconds. It should be like super quick. Probably as short or shorter than the than what I use in my videos. That little tiny bumper is just and that's it. You know, that's all the longer that should be. And mine's about 3 seconds. It might be a touch longer than that. And especially if you're putting it at the very beginning of the video, make sure it looks cool, make sure it looks epic, make sure the music is chosen right, and make sure that it's... But before somebody has a chance to get annoyed, it's already over. That's pretty much my recommendation. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Good recommendation.
Dr. Rob Allen is exactly right. There's a 100% chance that I will read your question live if they use the form.
No. There's a 100% question. There's a 100% chance you will answer the question. 100% chance I will read the question.
That's true.
Unless I edit it out.
Unless Michael edits it out. That's right. Because
And if you got a problem
Michael...
with it, come to me.
Yes, Michael does remove questions from the channel that are specific to your setup or something like that that aren't going to help everyone in the live stream. But other than that, we really do try to answer everything.
Yes, that is correct.
Monica wouldn't have it any other way. She would feel
That's
bad
right.
if we didn't.
That's right. It has to be answered in the order in which they were received.
That's right. Doggone it.
Okay, so the next question is from Neo Cryptor.
Neo Cryptor.
Neo
All right.
Cryptor, yes. What is your opinion about getting over a plateau? I have been stuck at the same amount of subscribers for about 2 years. He has around 6.6 thousand subs.
Okay. All right. Well, generally speaking, and here's the thing. Generally speaking, YouTube has. Oh boy, heads up, we've detected copyright audio in your video stream. So there's just some kind of goofy warning going up on YouTube either way. There's not even any audio on my stream. It's ridiculous. But anyway, or every time audio is played, it's just going to put that up there. But anyway, there is a shelf life for every channel. Let's just be honest about that. There is a point where whatever shtick you're using or whatever thing you're doing just isn't interesting to your audience anymore. My voice is copywritten. It's Neo Cypher. I don't know. That's possible. With that being said, the easiest way to kind of revitalize a channel, and usually a channel like that will probably go dead because there's a specific period of time that you didn't produce content or whatever, maybe something like that. And if you do that, it can be really hard to get the ball rolling again. And if you have a lot of subscribers that aren't watching your content anymore, it makes it more difficult for you to kind of get YouTube to share your content. Because when you grow an audience, YouTube gauges whether the content that you're doing is any good on how your audience reacts to that content. So if you want to grow, and this is painful or it could be painful, you're going to have to look at your audience and try to determine exactly what sort of content you can produce that's going to get a majority of those subscribers to actually click. And if you do that, then YouTube will pick up that video and run with it. Everyone goes through situations where the channel's not growing anymore. And in a lot of ways, every channel's kind of different. So I'd have to look at what specific circumstance you might have hit in order to cause your channel to become stagnant. But in general, if you're trying to revive a channel that already exists, the best way to do that is to trigger the audience that you already have with content that you know they want to watch. In my case, sometimes I'm just kind of trying to do other things and see what other videos my audience wants to see. Sometimes it works, most times it doesn't. But I always know that I can go back to the good old standards that my audience appreciates, and they will kick it up a notch for me. Oh my. We got the Logician. Thank you so much. Let's go take a look and see if the Logician had something to say. And then I know that said tipping to get the music to play to get you in trouble with YouTube. Well, thank you. For some reason, this one doesn't seem to be a problem. It's just the other one, I guess. Connor McGuire has a question. Connor McGuire, you can ask a question. All you have to do is put it in the form. And thank you so much, the Logician. I appreciate that. So far, I haven't gotten the warning. I have not gotten the warning so far. Let's go back. I think Tech Examine had something about that question he wanted to talk about, so I'm going to go over here real quick. Thank you so much, the Logician. It's always hard to do the Logician, and you know, because it's the. But go ahead, Michael. They can hear you now. We're on this screen.
Okay, the voice from the nether region. Wait,
Yeah.
That's not right. Another suggestion I have, if you're in a lull or you're stuck, like Michael was saying, go back and look at your most popular videos. You can sort by popular, and go back like about a year or so, maybe a year or two, and see what was working and what you have that's on there that got really good views, and maybe take a look at that and see if you can recreate that, just to kind of give the algorithm a jump start. And
Or even update those videos. Yeah.
or even update those
Absolutely.
videos depending on what it is, and go out
Yeah,
there
and this is
see-
absolutely different for every niche. So, but yeah, these
this
are
is different. Yeah. Well, I was also going to say that, depending on the games that you're playing on the channel right now, they may be in a lull. And, it doesn't hurt to go out and look and see what other gamers that are in the same niche that you are and see how they're doing and see if maybe they changed it up and they're playing something else. I see a couple Red Dead Redemption videos that you have up here from a month ago. So it sounds like you're a little frustrated and maybe have taken some time to think about what it is that you want to do, or you're just busy. But that's some of the advice that's been given to me in the years past, as far as going back and seeing what worked before. And sometimes it may be things that you don't necessarily want to play or do that might need to get the jump started going on the to jumpstart the algorithm.
Yes.
So
Which
just food
does
for
make
thought.
it less fun, but sometimes you got to do what you got
Sometimes
to
you need
do.
to do that. Yeah. Sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do the things that you do want to do.
Yeah, well, the only other alternative really is that since you already have a good idea of how to grow an audience, maybe you wanted to go in a different direction. Well, you can avoid having to worry about what your old audience wants altogether by just starting a new channel and creating content. I know that sounds like a scary thing, but the thing is at some point when your channel's dead, it becomes a disadvantage to try to activate subscribers who might not necessarily be interested in the direction that you want to go anyways. So it could take longer to activate those subscribers to push them to help YouTube help you than it would on a new channel where you already kind of have a good idea what you want to do. You have a pretty good idea how you can push YouTube to share your stuff. Well, you could have 6,000 subscribers in a matter of a month and a half if you're skilled and you know what you want to be doing. So there's always that.
Try to make that decision with 49,000 subscribers. It's not easy.
Yes, Michael. And actually, let me bring you up here because
You don't have to necessarily if you don't want to, but
we Michael and I have actually had conversations that are very similar to this. Not too distant in the past because he's in the same situation. Like you said, he's 49,000 subscribers and kind of stuck.
yeah.
So
So it's the same thing with that. I have to really make a decision on the content that I want to do. I know what it is that I want to do, and I know that if I do a new channel, and I can keep the other channel for other things, other tech that I want to do is what I do. But if I make a new channel specifically devoted to Apple stuff, I know it will grow exponentially on top of what I have. I need the push to do it, and I don't know. I'm just
that's where I come in.
yeah.
Oh, let's get another question.
Someday.
Thanks, Michael.
All right, peace out.
And Tyler B asks if I believe Jesus is God, and I would say no. I believe that
Cool.
Jesus is the Son of God. So there
Cool
you go.
story, bro. I like your fiction story.
Oh. Anyway, go ahead, babe.
All right. Okay, so the next question, hold on. The next question also comes from Ryder Jitsu.
Well, hello, Ryder.
And he says, as a content creator, what is something you know now that you wish you had known at the start of your YouTube journey?
Oh, dear God. Okay. This is a really good one. So when I started my YouTube journey, I thought you just make videos and people watch them. I actually have a video coming out about this, and I don't want to spoil anything because that's a really special video to me about the time that I was canceled. And I don't mean that hyperbole. I mean, I was canceled. It actually did happen, and I have a video coming out about it. But the thing that I wish that I had known when I first started out is what I actually wanted to create content about. Because if I had known what I wanted to create content about, I could have been successful a year or two early. But instead, I was creating videos every day about whatever I wanted to create about just because I thought that people would just watch them. So, there's a lot of... I used to hate when people would say, well, you got to know who your audience is. You got to figure out who wants to watch your stuff. And I thought, oh my gosh, that seems like so much work. And you know what? It really is a lot of work. But at the end of the day, that little bit of work that you put in to figure out who your audience is can save you 2 years. So why not put that work in? So I wished that I had accepted the fact that you've got to have an actual audience in mind that you're trying to reach before you make your content. I would have been successful a lot sooner. So hopefully that helps you out. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm excited. I have a video coming out about something that's pretty near and dear. But Friday's video is really important. Hopefully you guys check that one out. Anyway, what you got, babe?
Okay.
How many questions do we have?
7 left.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. This one is from Just Fallen Official. And he says, "Hi, I need some help. Can I get the top donator label in every stream in Streamlabs? I actually can't find a label that shows me the top donator of every stream that will be blank when a new stream starts. I just really want to have top donator of this stream and their name and how much he or she sends."
Okay. Well, let me see here. We're going to go over into Stream Elements. I'm going to take a quick look. I'm going to move you over to the main screen real quick while I get into my streaming tools over here. Of course, I have to refresh this, which is normal. Every time I go into Stream Elements during a stream, it kind of bunks out, which sucks because now it's probably going to mess up other stuff, but that's okay. We're going to go into our overlays and edit, and I'm going to take you over here to the tutorial. So we want to set up stream labels, and you're going to do that right here. Let's see, labels. And you're looking for, what was he looking for? His top donator. So you would go into Super Chat, and you're going to go to latest. So it would be your latest or your most recent. And then you want to go to total or all time. So top Super Chat. So your highest Super Chat during time segment is going to be the one that you're looking for. Or the top Super Chat during time segment. So basically, one of these two. I believe it's probably going to be this top Super Chat. And then you just have to set the time segment. Sessions top Super Chat currency amount. Time periods are relative. So right here, you're going to go in monthly or weekly aggregation, relative timing, or calendar timing. Let's see, recent reset session 15 minutes after each stream end. So there you go. It can reset after the stream end, and it will aggregate it will aggregate the top one for that stream. And then if you chose the other one, let's see here. Oh, come on. Let's go back. I already deleted that one. Yeah. See. No. Alright, how do I get off this? Goal, session data totals, aggregate settings. Go back in here. There we go. We want to get to the other one. Labels, Super Chats. And we're going to go to total Super Chats. So that totals them up. Top Super Chat, top Super Chatter. So the top Super Chatter would be like an all-time. So you're going to want to go to the top Super Chat one, and you could set up the time segment so that it's going to be fresh for every stream if you use that one. And you can just reset it before every stream, and that will really be what you're looking for. If you just reset it previous to every stream. Let's go back to our activity feed and get another question. Hopefully that helped you out.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
What you got?
Next question. Next question comes from Naina. And the question
Hello,
is,
Naina.
I'm a teacher. I have a laptop and 3 mobiles. How can I do a live stream from all 3 mobile cameras at the same time?
The answer to your dilemma is probably Video Ninja. Can somebody put the link to the Video Ninja video in the chat? Video Ninja will allow you to use all 3 cell phones, bring those images into your OBS, and then produce a live stream or go to wherever you want to go in order to use all those cameras. So Video Ninja is a pretty cool tool that will allow you to do that. And Tech Examined or The Logician or one of those awesome, there we go. The Logician just posted that in there. So you can check that video out and it will show you how to add multiple cameras and then use from your cell phones and use them in OBS. So there we go. All right. Let me, yeah, the Video Ninja one that the Logician dropped is actually a video that will show you how to use it. And Dr. Rob Allen dropped a link to the actual application in there as well. So let's get another question. All right, babe.
Toledo Boy has a question.
Well, hello, Toledo Boy.
He
Can
wants
we
to
even
know,
say
how
that
do
these
I...
days?
What?
I think we can. We'll be okay. Okay, moving on.
Okay. How do I find what my niche is? I can't seem to find one that works.
Well, all right. So you can't really hop around to lots of different niches and expect one to work. So you really have to kind of pick something that you're passionate about and that you have some knowledge about, and then you need to go ahead and integrate that into content that you think other people in that niche or other people looking for information on that niche will want to know. I didn't just pop into the live streaming niche by any stretch of the imagination. I actually started out kind of doing YouTube growth content, maybe a little bit of editing content, until I stuck on live streaming. But I did live streaming content every other day. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It might have even been every day for a while, for almost 6 months before it ever got any traction. It takes a long time, or at least it takes some time for YouTube to know what you're doing and to start to share that content out. It's possible that it could happen quicker than that. If you are a very skilled filmmaker or very skilled storyteller and you know how to make great thumbnails and titles, it's possible it can happen before that. But otherwise, you're still learning. And so you've got to stick with one niche that you have passion for, that you're excited about doing, and that you have something to add to. Pick that niche, stick with it, and, eventually you're going to figure it out. You're definitely not going to figure it out if you switch from niche to niche to niche and try all kinds of stuff like that, because it never gives you enough time to actually figure out, what actually works and what doesn't in that niche. It just takes time. So let's get another question. Hopefully that helps you.
Okay.
All right.
Next question is from Minister Plays.
All right. Hello,
He
Minister
says,
Plays.
how to transfer screen iPhone XR to OBS with sound without any cables?
Okay. That Video Ninja drop again in the thing. That is what you're looking for. So the Logician or somebody, if you could put the link to the Video Ninja video in there. That's the key to adding a cell phone of any kind to your live stream and into OBS. So there you go. Thank you so much for popping that video in there, the Logician. That will definitely help you out. All right, I'm actually going to do another video on Video Ninja coming up soon. It's kind of been something I've want to work on, and I haven't had a chance to yet, but it's coming. Go ahead, babe.
Okay, next question is from Roll to Win Craps.
Oh, nice.
Yes. And he says, do you find niche streaming like mine hard to do successfully?
Well, I'm assuming that he's streaming about craps. And blackjack. But either way. You know, I don't know. I'm assuming there are lots of different types of things that you can do. You can talk about game strategy and all that sort of stuff. You might even be able to have a way to play the game with your audience where they can actually you can pick a bunch of people and they can actually use text commands to roll the dice and stuff like that. I mean, there's all kinds of different things that you can do, but you know, the limit of what a niche can handle, that's hard for me to say how big an audience is for that. I mean, we know there's a massive audience for any sort of content that helps people be able to win more at the tables. So if that is the gist of your information or your videos, then I think there's an audience for it. One of the things that I've said many times in the past and that I'll say again is it's very, very, very hard to grow a channel using only live streaming content. Because if you do a 1 hour live stream, nobody clicks on 1 hour videos. So the second that you're done live streaming, that video is dead. It's not going to get any new views. But if you create recorded content or you use content that you edit from your live streams into 6 or 8 minute videos, that's content that YouTube can share. And they will share it if it has a good thumbnail and a good title, and you can convince people to click on it. I have a video coming out on Friday that is going to help live streamers immensely. I hope to turn their process into something that they can create content with and grow their channel. So I don't know. I'm assuming that your audience is probably bigger than you think it is, but it could be that you're locked into the live streaming aspect of YouTube when really the live streaming is fun, but it's not necessarily a good growth strategy. So hopefully that helps you win Roll to Win. I hope it helps you because I know it's very frustrating. But Friday, please watch the video. Please comment on the video. Let me know what you think. It's really important. I think the more people who live stream, who can grasp this and send it out and share it with their friends, the more it can help. I'm really excited about the video, but I know it's not going to do well because, well, it's a little different for me. So Friday, please check it out. Let's go get another question. Roll to Win Crap says, honestly, I do a little live at this time. Okay. I don't know. I would also recommend that you go look at other channels that are doing similar content and see what kind of things they're doing that might be getting shared. Maybe even create like a second YouTube account and just search for craps and search for that sort of stuff and see what YouTube suggests to you. Because then you can take what YouTube suggests to you from that. You can look at how many views those videos are getting, and you can probably pretty much determine the size of the audience based on how many views those videos are getting. And also you can determine what sort of content in that niche YouTube is going to suggest so that you can learn what actually works and what doesn't. And you might be able to make a determination just from what YouTube suggests as to whether there's enough of an audience to warrant the niche. So hopefully that helps you. All right, babe, what you got?
Okay, I have a question from Dudes D.
Dudes D. All right.
Yes. In
That
OBS,
sounds a lot like duty.
well, it does, but it's not.
All right. Oh, yes.
In OBS, I figured out setting up Skype with a live stream and having them hear and see our mics and any media we play on the stream output without delay. However, they say that they hear an echo of their voice as well. We use a multiple output plugin. I tried to mute their source audio so it doesn't loop, but apparently it does. What would you recommend?
All right, so read the beginning of the question again, please.
In OBS, I have figured out setting up Skype with a live stream and having them hear and see our mics and any media we play on the stream output without delay. However, they say that they hear an echo of their voice as well. We use a multiple output plugin.
Well, that's because you are listening to their voice and then you are sending it back to them. So you can't do that. You can't do that. You have to be able to hear their voice. They have to be able to hear your voice. And if everyone's wearing headphones and you're hearing their voice and they're hearing your voice, there shouldn't be any real reason to loop that back into them. Now, I understand that they want to watch the stream and they want to be able to participate in what's going on the stream and all that kind of stuff. What I usually do is I will share a copy of the screen that physically shows my my actual video stuff.
Nice. We've got, let's see. The Only Berserk says, I wanted to thank you with a little bit. I've been slowly integrating lots of the things, your YouTube videos, on my OBS for my Twitch streams, and it's definitely improved the quality and ease of access. The Only Berserk. The Only Bear Shark. Oh my god. Don't ask me to read this stuff, I swear. I'm so bad at reading. Thank you so much, The Only Bear Shark. I love to hear it. I love to be able to help folks. And it's why I do this. It means a lot. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
All right, thank you so much. Let's go and yeah, let's see if I answered that question. I don't know if I did or not. Did I finish
That's
that one?
The looping one where they hear their own voices?
Yes, I believe I answered that question. I Pick My Butt is in the house. What's up? I'm pretty sure I answered that question, but yeah, you're gonna just have to exercise some discipline. If you send out your video to them, that's fine. Just do an application capture in Skype and share the screen with them. But they don't need that audio. They just don't. It's not important. So hopefully that helps. You shouldn't be feeding their audio back into them. They will get an echo if you do that. Because they're probably listening to it through your thing, and then they're listening to the stream too, which is an echo. It's always going to be an echo. It's always delayed. So if they're muting their stream and they're exercising good discipline, these problems generally tend to go away. All right, babe, what you got?
Okay, I got what appears to be the last question currently.
Oh my. Well, that's good.
Okay.
We've been on
Okay.
for a good long time.
Yes, we have. Okay. I don't know the full pronunciation of this name, so I apologize. It could either be Fenique, Feniqui, or it's not Feniquis. I'm saying maybe Feniqui. I don't
Feniqua?
know. Apologies. I'm sorry.
Finique?
Hey, nobody wants me to tackle it, trust me. So let's get to the question.
Yes, I
Finique?
apologize.
Stop being so damn finicky and ask the question.
Finique is what it is, I think.
Finicky. Maybe it's finicky. Maybe it's finicky. I don't know. Okay, anyway, the question, is there any differences or issues when streaming in other platforms besides YouTube?
Hold on, repeat the question. I keep hearing meowing and stupid things going on in my head, so.
Oh, sorry. Is there any differences or issues when streaming in other platforms besides YouTube?
All right. Well, this is a really the answer is yes. every platform has its own format for success. And that's why I really recommend that you don't multi-stream. You stream directly to one platform. You learn that platform. You learn how to ignite that audience, and then you move on to other platforms. The kind of audience and the way that Facebook shares your content is totally different than how Twitch shares your content, which is to say Twitch doesn't. In order to get any kind of audience on Twitch, you need to go to other platforms and shake hands and kiss babies to get people to come watch you on Twitch. Because otherwise, Twitch isn't going to do anything to help you grow. And YouTube has an algorithm that is meant to function based on how people react to your video. So they all function differently. I don't exactly know how Facebook's algorithm works to share your content. So if you want information on how to be successful on YouTube, I can help. I understand how YouTube's algorithm works, and I understand how to find ways to poke the bear, so to speak, to make it work for you. I couldn't tell you how to poke the bear on Facebook to get it to share your content other than paying their stupid we'll share your content fee. And on Twitch, well, the best way to get popular on Twitch is to grow a big YouTube channel or a big Twitter or a big Instagram or something like that. So there you go. Hopefully that helps you out just a little bit. Oh my, here we go. I Pick My Butt says, it's great to see you are still the same wholesome person, even with your success. Oh, I don't know what that means, but thank you so much. I try to do what I can. Success is relative. I'm still gonna be the same guy, whether it's 100,000 subscribers or 200,000, 500,000, or 1 million. I've been on this earth too long to change. I'm just gonna be me, and that's just the way it is. I really do appreciate it, though. Until we have a garage full of cars, that could be true. Then I'm just gonna sit in my garage and drool all day and go, oh, I have a... But we're so far away from that I can't even fix a beat-up old 1984 733i. Which reminds me, I'm so excited because my BMW parts did finally come in today. So I am going to be able to fix up my beat-up old 1984 BMW 733. If you are interested in watching me do that, the channel name is For the Love of Cars. Come hang out, check it out, and watch me be a bad mechanic, probably. Because I plan to start posting on that again real soon. I don't post in the winter because I don't like cold. So I don't work on cars in the cold. So that's why there's a big content gap there. But a hood scoop can fix anything. That's right, man. A racing stripe, a hood scoop, we're all set.
And duct tape.
And duct tape. All right, babe. What do we got?
Well, I just want to throw in there that you don't have a garage full of cars yet. Right now you have a garage full of car.
Yes.
So that's
all
what you
over. Some here, some over here. A lot of it sitting in my living room.
Yep.
There's probably 45 pounds of car parts in our living room right now.
That's
Oh.
fun, let me tell you.
I know how
it's
much
actually
you
not
love
so
that.
bad. They just got here today, so he just has to unpack them and do his thing.
Yes.
Okay, there's actually 2 more questions.
All right.
So we have Mega Squad Trevor.
Well, hello, Mega Squad Trevor.
He says, "Is there any way to
Have
reduce?"
you? I wonder if he's met regular Squad Trevor.
I don't know. How
we
about
should introduce
a
him
regular
sometime.
Squid Trevor? Maybe.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
mini squad, Trevor.
Yes. Well, he's the Mega Squad though. He's the biggest one. He could crush those other ones.
He could.
I know.
Is there any way to reduce your stream from lagging, and what is the best quality to stream at?
All right. Let's go over here. if you're having lag, I did some videos on how to fix lag and that sort of stuff. If you could just one of my amazing moderators, if you could link my fix lag video down there, I would really appreciate it. What was the second part of that? Fix lag, and then there was another one there. Thank you, Tech Examine and the Logician for posting that video. The best quality to stream at is the quality that your machine is capable of streaming at. I stream 1920 by 1080. It's perfectly fine. If your computer is incapable of streaming at 1920 by 1080, then streaming in 720 is perfectly fine, because most people are watching it on their cell phones anyways, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. The most important aspect of your live stream is audio quality. A lot of people don't actually watch your stream. They're listening to your stream. They might be doing something else. They're typing a letter on their computer or whatever. They're not actually watching. So if your audio quality is high and you're fun and you have a lot of energy and you're entertaining, they're probably going to listen for a while. So focus on your audio quality. If possibly you have to stream in 720, it's not the end of the world. So hopefully that helps you out. Let's go and get another question.
Okay, last question again for now is from Richard, aka
Richard.
Who's Your Ham?
All right. Hello, who's your ham, Richard?
Yes, that's it. I watched your video on creating a stinger for OBS in DaVinci. After creating a fusion composition, is it possible to use another fusion composition so that I could have 2 or more of those on the edit screen that can be exported for my stinger? And if so, are there any special settings that I need to be aware of to make that work?
All right. So I don't have a busload of experience using multiple fusion compositions in the same composition, but I don't see why, if you have the processing power to do so, you couldn't do it. Generally speaking, I've done some pieces like that where I had like a lot of different panels that I wanted to move around on top of one another, and I've done all that in one fusion composition. But if there is a reason why you feel like you want to use more than one, I don't see any reason why you couldn't use multiples. The only reason why I could think of is because your computer might bog down trying to work through 2 pieces of fusion, because DaVinci can be a little bit wonky like that sometimes. But no, I think you'll be okay if you wanted to do multiple aspects and just put them in different fusion compositions and stack them on top of one another. I don't see any reason why you couldn't do that. Then again, I am definitely not a fusion expert or a DaVinci Resolve expert. I'm just going based off of what I assume you can do, and I don't think there's any reason why you can't do that. So hopefully that helps you out, Who's Your Ham. Let's get another question.
Okay.
All
Well,
right,
at this
we're ready
time,
to do this.
we have no more questions.
What do you mean we don't have any more questions?
I mean, we answered the very last question for the evening.
Well, all right, let's close the form down then, I guess.
Okay.
Oh
But I
wait, we
just
got
can't believe-
another question.
We got one more. We got just
Wait.
got another question. Just
I thought
under
we
the
closed
wire.
the form down.
I just closed it.
Now, why are you
Yep.
closing the form down and now we're getting more questions? Come on. What are you guys doing here?
It got in before we closed it.
Yep.
I thought it was 9:00 cheese clock and cheesecake, and now we're gonna answer more questions. But
Ne-
One more question. You always cry that you don't have any more questions, and now we have one more question. So this is what you've always wanted.
I guess it is.
Let's
I
do
guess it
this.
is. Let's do it. Okay, this question is from Silver Rabbit.
Silver Rabbit. Don't be sorry, man. I'm just playing around. We'll be on here answering questions as long as people want to ask them. All right,
That's
let's
right.
do this,
That's
baby.
right. That's right. Totally okay, Silver Rabbit. Don't even worry about it.
Just playing.
Okay. The question is, hello, I was wondering if you could stream with guests using a Chromebook with either Melon or StreamYard?
The answer to that would be yes. I believe as well. A Chromebook will use a browser, and as long as you can use a browser on a Chromebook, that's where Melon operates, and that's where StreamYard operates. So yes, you should be able to live stream from a Chromebook. Now, I would say that it would probably be best if you could connect the Chromebook directly to the network instead of using Wi-Fi. And I don't know whether Chromebooks actually have Ethernet ports or not, so it might be questionably wonky because Wi-Fi is just not a good live streaming thing. You want to generally connect it directly to the Ethernet if you can, but yeah, but you should be able to do it. So hopefully that answers your question. Let's go get another question.
Well, you didn't. I don't think you officially did the close form screen, did you, or did you? No,
I don't know why. Did you close the form?
the form. Yes, the form has been closed.
All right, who did that?
Well,
You did.
Who did? Michael
You.
did?
No, you child.
Am I doing the right way? Oh,
No.
wrong way. Bummer.
Don't be pointing fingers at me! Wow! Why is my baby arm so hairy? Oh my god! Help me! Oh no! No, wait! Oh my gosh! My baby arm is so hairy! Oh, it's gonna take me all night long to shave that thing. Here's some cheese for that wine. You're not funny, Onion. You probably closed the form down.
No,
Ah,
no. I think it was a group decision to close the form down.
all right.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, it's been a blast. You guys need to let me know in the comments what you thought of our segment tonight where we did some channel reviews. I know I personally had a blast. I really enjoyed doing it, and I know Michael did too. We absolutely love to share our knowledge on how you can grow on YouTube. And there's so many simple things that you can do just in the setup of your channel that can help you be more successful. It was a lot of fun to work through a couple of folks. I really do appreciate the folks that submitted their channels. We'll flip over here to our other one, and if you want to know how you can submit your channel, the information is right here. It's also in the description. If you want to watch this live stream later on, one of the guys will put the links down below. These become unlisted within a few hours of the stream, but they are watchable on my other live channel if you'd like to watch them again. Thank you, honey. You've been awesome as usual.
I do
You
what I
have
can.
been awesome.
I do what I can. Yes.
All right.
Yes. Yes, we had some good questions today, and thanks to everybody new for stopping in the stream. We saw a bunch of new faces in here today, had some new questions, so that was great. But we had a wonderful time. Hope you guys had some fun, enjoyed your popcorn. We will be back here next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the only legitimate time zone. So we will see you then. Bring your questions and, just hang out with us and have some fun. We will see you then. It'll be here before you know it. Have a good weekend, guys.
It absolutely will be. Thank you, honey. Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so that concludes another absolutely blast of a freaking live stream. You guys are amazing. We did some awesome stuff today. I got lots of heads up warning was detected audio and video in your stream. Maybe temporarily blocked. I don't know what the heck that is talking about, so I'm definitely going to have to inquire from YouTube as to what they are talking about. But I actually wonder if it's not the sound effect that I'm using to go from one scene to another. I don't know, because I'm not even playing any music and it's just being stupid. So it is what it is. Guys, Friday I'm releasing a video that can help every live streamer who wants to grow their YouTube channel. Please take a moment and watch through it and let me know what you think in the comments of that video, or just give it a thumbs up. It will really help to push that video to a wider audience and hopefully help a lot more live streamers find ways to grow their channel. It would really mean a lot to me. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much. As I always say, be the change that you want to see. If you live in this world, you know that everyone can always use a pick-me-up. Be the guy. Be the guy, be the girl, be the person who goes out there and does nice things for somebody else. It will make you feel good. You'll make your day memorable, and you'll make someone else's day as well. And what more can we really ask for? I love you guys so much. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. And I will see you again next Wednesday. I'll see you again next Wednesday. Take care. Today's video is sponsored by Envato Placeit. Overlays and face. Oh, there we go. Oh, he got it in there, interrupting the outro. Thank you so much, the Logician. We do have one for this, but it's not for you. But it still works, and you made this, so there you go. Thank you, Logician. I really do appreciate it. I have the greatest audience in the entire world. Thank you. Oh, goodness. Today's video is sponsored by Envato Placeit. Placeit is a marketplace for all kinds of assets that can help you with your YouTube channel. Things like art and live streaming and video assets. You can create amazing face cams and live streaming overlays really easily. There are hundreds of templates, and each face cam and overlay can be modified with different designs, colors, text, and text fonts. The process is super easy, and you can even incorporate your own logo, or if you're like me, your own Placeit design logo, and you can put it right in your design. This gives you an infinite number of overlays and face cam possibilities for your live streams. And they're so easy to create, you can use a different one every time you live stream if you wanted to. So please, click the link in the description and check out Envato Placeit for yourself. Supporting the sponsors that help keep the lights on here in the studio is a great way to ensure that I can continue to make content that helps you. I couldn't possibly do this without them or you, so thanks. And if you're always looking for tools, tips, and tricks that can help make you a better live streamer or YouTuber, subscribe to the channel. My name is Michael Fire Jr. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.